హాయ్ హలో ఫ్రెండ్స్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు అవర్ ఛానల్. ఈ వీడియోలో వచ్చేసి నేను 2021లో జరిగిన న్యూట్రిషన్ అండ్ డైటిక్స్ CPGET ఎంట్రన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ సిలబస్ అండ్ ఆల్సో ద పేపర్ మోడల్ చెప్దాం అనుకున్నాను. సో ఈ వీడియో మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి అండ్ షేర్ చేయండి. సిలబస్ వచ్చేసి మనకి 2020లో ఉన్నట్లే ఉంది. సో ఎలాంటి చేంజెస్ అని లేదు. సో మీరు 2021లో కూడా మీరు ఎలా అయితే ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యారో 2022లో కూడా సేమ్ సిలబస్ ఉంటుంది. సో సిలబస్లో ఎలాంటి చేంజెస్ అనేది లేదు. ఇక్కడ మీకు కనిపిస్తుంది కదా, క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ నేమ్ MSc న్యూట్రిషన్ అండ్ డైటిక్స్ 23rd September 2021 అండ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ షిఫ్ట్ టు. సో సబ్జెక్ట్ నేమ్ వచ్చేసి MSc న్యూట్రిషన్ అండ్ డైటిక్స్. సో మొత్తం 90 minutes ఉంటుంది. సో 1.5 hour అండ్ మార్క్స్ వచ్చేసి 100 marks అండ్ 100 questions ఉంటాయి. ఈచ్ వన్ క్యారీస్ 1 mark, నో నెగిటివ్ మార్కింగ్. న్యూట్రిషన్ అండ్ డైటిక్స్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్లో పార్ట్ A అండ్ పార్ట్ B ఉంటుంది. పార్ట్ Aలో వచ్చేసి చూసినట్లయితే ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్, లాంగ్ chain fatty acid are oxidized stepwise in 1 carbon units starting from the carboxyl end. First one is the correct answer. Okay. How many molecules of acetyl-CoA are produced in oxidation of palmitic acid, which is C16? So which has 16 carbons, so which involves 7 rounds of oxidation. So the correct answer is 8 molecules of acetyl-CoA are produced in oxidation of palmitic acid. The glycosidic linkage between glucose molecules in maltose. So maltose is a disaccharide which consists of 2 glucose units. So in maltose 2 glucose units are combined or joined together by the linkage called alpha 1,4 linkage. So you have to read all the linkages. Carbohydrates occur naturally in D form. So it is the most important bit. Approximately 1/3 of the body water exists in extracellular fluid compartment. Which vitamin is added to bread which reduces the incidence of pellagra? So niacin is added to the bread which reduces the incidence of pellagra. Okay, it's important. And which method is assigning the most recent inventory cost to items sold? It is LIFO. Iodized salt is used to treat goiter. One is likely to develop cholesterol and CHD due to overconsumption of saturated and also the trans fat. It's also important. And which is frequently added to fruit juices, carbonated beverages and rice? So calcium is added to the fruit juices, carbonated beverages and rice. Okay. Next, coming to the fluorosis is caused due to the excessive intake of fluorine. Okay. Iron is observed from duodenum and jejunum, also small intestine. Okay. And biological value of protein of cow's milk is 60. Okay. Tears secretion contains an antibacterial enzyme known as lysozyme. This is a rich source for vitamin C. So lemons, citrus fruits are the source of vitamin C. Avidin is present in raw egg. Okay. The majority of observed fat appears in the form of chylomicron. A deficiency of vitamin B12 causes pernicious anemia. Rice polishings contains which of the following vitamins? So it contains the thiamine. Milk is deficient in which vitamins? It is vitamin C. Dietary fibers are rich in glycogen. Salmonellosis is caused by the enterotoxin of Salmonella species. It's a enterotoxin. Okay. The Bacillus cereus causes gastroenteritis by the production of exoenterotoxin which is released in food as a result of cell autolysis. The full form of PFA is Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. Pasteurization is a process of healing milk above the boiling point. Mold, yeast, fungi are examples of biological hazard. Tuberculosis is very contagious and transmits through aerial vehicle. Which mosquito genus is associated with the spreading the human malaria parasite? It is female Anopheles mosquito. Alzheimer's and osteoporosis are examples of degenerative diseases. AIDS, common cold, dengue fever and influenza are examples of infectious diseases. The components of food which help our body to fight against infection is proteins, right? Pasteurization is a process of healing milk above the boiling point. It is repeated now. Next, in which year National Health Policy in India was implemented? 2002. So there is a pakka policies and న్యూట్రిషన్ పాలసీస్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అండ్ పాలసీస్, దాంట్లో నుంచి ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అయితే వస్తుంది. హౌ డస్ క్వాషియోకర్ డిఫర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద మరస్మస్? మరస్మస్ రిజల్ట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ టోటల్ ఎనర్జీ డిప్లీషన్. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ అ కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్. ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ద ఆప్షన్స్ యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇట్. సో థర్డ్ వన్, మరస్మస్ రిజల్ట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ టోటల్ ఎనర్జీ డిప్లీషన్. ఓకే. ద స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ బీయింగ్ డిసీజ్డ్ ఆర్ అన్హెల్తీ విత్ ఇన్ ఏ పాపులేషన్ మీన్స్ morbidity. Okay. Which of the following are highly prevalent global nutrition problems? It is all of these options listed are correct. So these are the like vitamin A deficiency, undernutrition and obesity are highly prevalent global nutrition problems. All these are correct. Nutritional status measured in terms of 3 anthropometric indicators. They are stunting, wasting and underweight. Vitamin K cycle, the conversion of vitamin K to hydroxyquinone is achieved by the following enzyme. It is quinone reductase. Is the enzyme that which converts the quinone to hydroxyquinone. So the following is an unavoidable risk factor for osteoporosis. It is gender. Gender is one of the unavoidable risk factor for the osteoporosis. So mostly females are more prone to the osteoporosis than the males. GERD is a risk factor for the development of Barrett's esophagus. Peptic ulcers may be caused by all the following except. So all these options will lead to the peptic ulcer except one, that is emotional stress and eating spicy food does not cause the peptic ulcer. Okay. Foodborne illness associated with eating raw and uncooked eggs is generally attributable to Salmonella enteritis. Which of the following processes are important in explaining the obesity? So, which is all of the above: good environment, physical activity, individual psychology. So, these are the processes are important in explaining the obesity. Cirrhosis is a liver disease described by the abnormal structure and functioning of the liver. This is mainly diagnosed by liver biopsy. So in this liver biopsy, the tissue is collected and it is examined under the microscope. Is there any infection or any damage to the tissue? That we can get analyzed. Which structure allows the entry of blood vessels, lymph vessels and nerves to enter kidneys? So it is hilum. In cases of renal insufficiency, what should take in place of protein? So when there is renal insufficiency, we should take the essential amino acids. The diet high in saturated fats can be linked to which of the following? It is cardiovascular diseases are caused due to the saturated fats. So when we consume the more amount of the saturated fats rather than the unsaturated fats, it leads to the cardiovascular diseases. The risk factors for type 1 diabetes includes all of the following except diet. How many servings of vegetable do we need each day? It is 3 to 5 servings of the vegetables per day. This nutrient is needed for making hormones, healthier skin and to make cell membranes. It is fat is a nutrient that is essential for all these recommendations. The protein present in air is keratin. So keratin is a protein that is present in the hair. The major site of urea synthesis is liver. In mammals, the major fat in adipose tissue is triacylglycerol. Deficiency of vitamin A causes xerophthalmia. The sugar found in milk is lactose. Beta-1,4 linkages are found in which of the following polymers? It is in cellulose. So maltose, where it consists of glucose and glucose, where they are linked with the alpha-1,4 linkage. Whereas a starch is a polysugar, where it consists of polymer of glucose, where the glucose units are they are existed in the form of amylose and amylopectin, where amylose consists of alpha-1,4 linkages only, whereas amylopectin is the most branched structure, where it consists of linear and the branched, whereas amylose consists of only linear, which are linked with alpha-1,4, whereas amylopectin consists of alpha-1,4 and also the branched alpha-1,6. So the starch consists of amylose and amylopectin, where amylose consists of alpha-1,4 linkages, whereas amylopectin consists of alpha-1,4 and alpha-1,6 linkage. Okay. Whereas cellulose consists of it's a polymer of glucose, where it consists of beta-1,4 linkage. Okay. Glucose is a monosugar. Okay. Which of the following is a disaccharide? It is lactose, whereas glucose, fructose and glycerol are the monosugars, whereas lactose is a disaccharide of glucose and galactose. A sigmoidal plot of substrate concentration versus reaction velocity may indicate cooperative binding. When ATP forms AMP, then inorganic phosphorus is produced. 60th question. The nucleoside consists of nitrogenous base. Calcium absorption is increased by vitamin D. Average pH of urine is 6. A nucleoside consists of nitrogenous base. Calcium absorption is increased by vitamin D. Average pH of urine is 6. Sodium potassium ATPase along with ATP requires magnesium. Nucleic acid shows strong absorption at one of the following wavelengths. It is at 260 nanometers. The nucleic acid shows the strong absorption. Okay. The second messenger for many hormones is cyclic AMP. Okay. Vitamins, minerals and proteins in suitable amounts are given to body by nuts. So nuts are the best source of vitamins, minerals and proteins. According to the food guide pyramid, fats, oils and sweets should be used sparingly. So ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఈ ఫుడ్ పిరమిడ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, ఫుడ్ పిరమిడ్ నుంచి ఏదైనా ఒక ప్రతి ఇయర్ ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అయితే పక్కా ఉంటుంది. లైక్ వెజిటేబుల్స్ మోడరేట్గా తీసుకోవాలి, ఫ్రీక్వెంట్గా తీసుకోవాలి. సో ఇయర్ వచ్చేసి మనకి ఫ్యాట్స్, ఆయిల్ అండ్ స్వీట్స్ అనేవి ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి. సో ద ఫ్యాట్స్ అండ్ ఆయిల్ షుడ్ బి టేకెన్ sparingly. Okay. So every year there is a question from the food pyramid. Okay. What is a normal RDF for protein in normal adult? It is 1 gram per kg body weight. It's easy and most important bit. How many food groups are in the food guide pyramid? It is there are 5 food groups in the food guide pyramid. Meat, fish, cheese and beans are very good source of proteins. So meat, fish, cheese and beans are the good source of the proteins. Sodium is important in our diet for the proper functioning of nerves and muscles. The recommended ratio of monounsaturated, saturated, polyunsaturated fatty acid in a balanced diet should be 1:2:1. Washing of peeled vegetables removes the vitamin C. Which of the following is an absolute contraindication to parenteral nutrition? It is diarrhea. Which of the following foods does not contain gluten and is acceptable for patients with celiac disease to consume? It is rice. A lipid bilayer is permeable to urea. The number of isomers of glucose is 16. The enzyme trypsin is specific for peptide bonds of basic amino acids. The limiting amino acid of fish protein is tryptophan. Primary food processing turns agriculture products such as both raw wheat kernels and livestock. Commercial food processing uses control systems such as FMEA to reduce the risk of harm. Which of the following is a performance parameter for the food industry? It is hygiene and labor used. Which of the following combination of processing and preservation techniques works best for the smoked products? It is heat, salt, dipping in brine, minimal moisture content. Mitochondrial enzyme pyruvate carboxylase contain manganese. According to the flow of food in food service, identify the first step that will prevent wastage due to the food spoilage. It is purchasing more than required. The S&P aim to provide how many grams of protein to pregnant and lactating women? It is 25 grams. Microorganisms that are on the food or multiply in them are the major causes of food deterioration. The role of calcium chloride in cheese preparation is to improve the process of coagulation. Which one among the following element or ions is essential in small quantities for development of healthy teeth but causes molting of the teeth if consumed in higher quantity? It is fluoride. The vitamin necessary for coagulation of blood is vitamin K. Besides carbohydrates, a major source of energy in our food is constituted by fats. Which of the following is not an artificial sweetener? It is sucrose. A person suffering from high blood pressure should avoid foods which are rich in sodium. Which of the following nutrients is needed for a healthy immune system? It is vitamin C. When was the Integrated Child Development Services launched? It is on 2nd October 1975. The Central Eggmark Laboratory is located at which of the following? It is at Nagpur. The microorganisms that are on the food or multiply in them are the major causes of food deterioration. The mode of action of UV rays at 260 nanometers on microorganism is the absorption of the rays by purines and pyrimidines, which is germicidal. Oxidation of which substance in the body yields the most calories? It is lipids. Which vitamin is major lipid soluble antioxidant in cell membranes? It is vitamin E. So this is about the video, friends. So మీకు ఈ వీడియో నచ్చింది అనుకున్నాను. సో నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి అండ్ మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి షేర్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ. హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ డే.